Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Matt. This is my first video since my Pixel Enemy video went up last week. And now, wow, did that kick up a fuss. After reading back on the comments on that, it seemed to just cause a massive argument between PC and PS3 players. There was pages and pages and pages of people just arguing with each other. But overall, that video went down quite well, I thought. Had over 600 likes, so I was pretty pleased with that. And of course, it brought me a lot of new subscribers. So to any of you guys who have subscribed from seeing me on Pixel Enemy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Three Musketeers. I hope you enjoy my videos. Like I said in some of my previous videos, at the moment I do have a lot of work on, so I'll try and get up the content as often as I can. And in the meantime, this video here is a mixture of PC and PS3 footage. I thought it would be quite relevant, since, like I said, the last video seemed to cause such an uproar about PC and PS3. So this gameplay is all on Sen Crossing, but it's half the gameplay is on PC and then half the gameplay is on PS3. But that isn't the main thing I want to talk about. The content of this video I want to talk about is the M16A3. And what I want to do here is, a lot of you guys in the past have told me that you really enjoyed my Top 5 Gun Show series. And for any of you new guys who haven't seen that, if you want to check that out on my channel page, I've set up a playlist of 5 episodes of my Top 5 Gun Show, which were just weapons, the top 5 weapons I'd used at the time. A lot of you guys said you enjoyed that and said I should do something with that again. So what I'm thinking of doing with this is going through the 4 classes and going through what my favourite weapons are in those classes now since the patch. Now I'm starting off with this class here, and as you can already tell, this is the Assault class, or the Medic class. And pre-patch, I would say, if you have watched my Top 5 Gun Show, that my favourite Assault class weapons are probably the L85A2 or the SA80, and probably the AEK971. Now, they are both of my top 5 guns, or they both were my top 5 guns. And originally they were absolute killer machines. The SA80 was very powerful, only put out 600 rounds per minute, but was very, very powerful. And the AEK had a rate of fire of about, I think it was about 900 rounds. Yeah, just checking, I've got some notes here. Yeah, it was 900 rounds per minute, and that was very, very powerful as well. But since the patch, the weapon I found that I've got used to the most, because every gun's changed a little bit. They've balanced out some weapons and changed some weapons to try and make it a bit more of a balanced game. But since the patch, in the Assault class, the weapon that I've been most comfortable with has got to be this weapon here, the M16A3. Now, I actually started using this weapon probably about a week before the patch. I've got a lot of footage that I've been saving up for a video that I'm doing soon, and some of that footage was recorded before the patch, and a lot of that was using this weapon. But since the patch, I have found this weapon to be an absolute killing machine. And I've noticed it's not only me who thinks this. I've seen a lot of other people. Every time I get killed, it's normally at the hands of this weapon. Now, the reason this weapon has become so popular, or the reason I think this weapon has become so popular, is because it is a very, very flexible weapon. Now, if I knew I was going into a close combat situation, I would probably pick the AEK971. Or if I knew I was going into a long-range combat situation, taking on long-range contacts, I would probably pick the L85A2, especially post-patch. That's become very, very accurate at range. But the magic of Battlefield is you never really know what kind of combat situation you're going to get yourself into, even though you do know the maps. The situations change from game to game, and that's what makes the M16A3 such a great weapon, because it is very, very flexible. It can handle all these different situations really well. It has a rate of fire of 800 rounds per minute, so it's putting down the rounds pretty quick. Not as fast as the FAMAS or the AEK, with the FAMAS putting down 1,000 rounds per minute, and the AEK 900 rounds per minute. But it still puts down a steady 800 rounds, which is still faster than the SA80, which is down with a very low 600. But 800 rounds per minute is still fast enough to get the job done, and the rounds are very, very powerful still. It's still kicking out quite a punch. Now, in terms of attachments, as you can see here, I'm actually running with the foregrip, the EOTech, and the laser dot. But in hindsight to this video, I would probably say the heavy barrel is probably a better option than the foregrip. It not only increases your accuracy at range, but it also increases a little bit of damage at range. But the only downside is it actually increases your spread of fire when firing from the hip. But to combat that, if you keep the laser dot attachment, that increases your accuracy when you're firing from the hip a little bit. So that's probably a good attachment to stick with. And in terms of sights, I always run with the EOTech on all my Assault class weapons, because it is probably the best sight, I'd say, for the kind of range and distances you're going to be taking on targets. It's a very medium range scope or sight, and because it's not one of the large scopes, it doesn't take a while to zoom in and out. It's very quick to snap in and out of aiming. Now, the other key thing about this weapon is, at close range and when you're in sticky situations, is a very, very quick weapon to reload. It possibly is one of the fastest, especially if you have a round still in the chamber. It's probably one of the fastest weapons, or assault weapons, to reload on the game. Now, on Battlefield 3, there is probably one of the largest Colt assault rifle selections in any game I've ever seen. There's obviously the M16A3, the M16A4, the M416, the M4A1. So there are a lot of different variants of the M16 and its younger brothers and spin-offs and carbines. Now, the M16A3, which I'm running out with here, is actually a variant of the M16A2. It's a fully automatic variant of it. And obviously the M16, the original A1, came into use in 1963. But the M16A3 is much younger than its older brother, and it came into use in the mid-90s after the M16A2, which we started seeing use in the mid-1980s. Now, this gameplay is almost over now, so there's a few more things I want to say. Now, obviously, as I said at the start, this gameplay was a mixture of PC and PS3, so I do play on both. So if you do want to play with me on PS3 or PC, feel free to add me. All the details you need are on my channel page. My PSN, my Battlelog information. If you do want to join the Three Musketeers, the more the merrier. I do stress that we're trying to get as many people to join the Three Musketeers as possible. All the guys you can see playing with me here are mostly subscribers, so if you want to see yourself in any videos and get involved in any gameplays, then feel free to add us on PSN and on Battlelog and join the Three Musketeers. My Skype account name is up on the channel page as well. And any questions you have about my PC stats, if you do have any, all my PC stats on my channel page as well. So in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon.